He has scored more goals than almost anyone in the history of football. He has broken records that experts once called untouchable. And yet, on July 6, 2026, Cristiano Ronaldo walked off a World Cup pitch for the very last time, without ever lifting the one trophy that mattered most to him. How does that happen? How does a man who has conquered nearly every mountain in football fail to reach the very top of the one he wanted most? That question is bigger than football. It's about obsession. It's about what happens when talent, time, and fate refuse to align, no matter how hard you push. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why Ronaldo's story isn't really about winning at all. Let's go back to the beginning. In 2003, a skinny teenager from the small Portuguese island of Madeira signed for Manchester United. He was fast, flashy, and, according to some critics, more style than substance. Sir Alex Ferguson saw something different. He saw a kid who trained after training ended, a kid who stayed on the pitch when everyone else went home. This matters more than you'd think. Psychologists studying elite performers have long pointed to something called deliberate practice. The idea is simple. Raw talent means very little without thousands of hours of focused, uncomfortable repetition. Ronaldo didn't just have talent. He had an almost frightening relationship with repetition. But here's where things get strange. Most athletes peak in their late 20s and decline. Ronaldo didn't follow that script. At 32, he was still one of the most explosive players on the planet. At 36, he was still scoring in Champions League matches. Sports scientists who studied his body fat percentage, sprint speed, and recovery data called it borderline impossible. So what was he doing differently? Ronaldo treated his body like a machine that needed constant maintenance, not something that simply aged. Sleep specialists have pointed to his habit of sleeping in short, structured cycles throughout the day, rather than one long stretch at night. Some performance coaches believe this helps reduce inflammation and improve recovery. Whether or not that single habit explains everything, one thing is clear. He refused to accept that time had to slow him down. Then scientists discovered something unexpected about his mindset, not his muscles. Researchers studying sports psychology have long known about a trait called grit. Grit isn't about being the most gifted person. It's about refusing to stop showing up year after year. And Ronaldo had disappointment after disappointment at the World Cup. A semi-final exit, a round of 16 exit, a group stage elimination, another round of 16 exit. 6 World Cups, 6 different endings. 0 trophies. That's the real mystery here. Not why he kept failing, but why he kept coming back. You have to ask yourself, if you had achieved everything else, 5 Ballon d'Or awards, Champions League titles, and a European championship, would you keep chasing the one dream that kept slipping away? Ronaldo did, and in 2026, at 41 years old, he stepped onto a World Cup pitch one final time. He wasn't just one of the oldest players in the tournament, he became the first man to score in 6 different World Cups. Every record that could still be broken, he broke it. But the real mystery is what happened next. Portugal met Spain. Deep into stoppage time, Spain scored. 1 goal. That was enough. Portugal was out. Ronaldo stood on the pitch, fighting back tears, taking one last look around the stadium before walking away. I gave it my all. I did my best, and I'm leaving with a clear conscience. Maybe that's the real meaning of greatness. Sometimes the greatest victory isn't lifting the trophy. It's having the courage to keep chasing your dream until the very end.